Hey YouTube, I just wanted to bring you this quick video. Like usual, before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and claim fair use. And what we got here is the very first time I've ever heard a mention chemtrails on the news. The real, the media news or whatever, the lamestream or whatever joke they call it that people want to joke about. But I haven't been investigating too long, only since last August of 2012, so I haven't really been looking too hard in the news for it. So I figured if maybe someone's seen this already, maybe someone hasn't. I just want to maybe get that back out there.
Found by a Southwest Arkansas man being part of a government test? Well, that's the question at the heart of a phenomenon called chemtrails, now getting widespread attention. Well, tonight, KHLA News 12 investigation reporter Jeff Farrell shows us the results of testing we had done about what's in our skies.
It seemed like some mornings it was just crisscrossing the whole sky, and it was just like a giant checkerboard.
Bill Nichols snapped several photos of the strange clouds from his home in Scamps, Arkansas. They begin as normal contrails in a jet engine, but do not fade away like a normal contrail. Soon after, he saw particles in the air.
Because we'd see it drop to the ground in a haze.
I've never seen that.
Material collecting on the ground.
This is water and stuff that I collected in bowls. I had it set out in my backyard on my dad's pickup truck.
KSLA News 12 had the sample tested at a lab. The results? A high level of barium, 6.8 parts per million, more than 3 times the toxic level set by the EPA.
Armed with these lab results about the high level.
Alright, real quick, I always gotta interject my opinion. I shouldn't. Anyway, like I said, I've been investigating these. They're pretty much what I noticed first, so. And I see they usually say they're made of barium, aluminum, and strontium. And let's take some basic chemistry here. It's not to poison you, okay? Look up what barium is used for industrially and in the medical field. It's for, excuse me, it's for radiation absorption in the hospital. Look it up, Google it. I don't have any documents handy, it's like 2:30 in the morning. Now, aluminum is a highly reflective metal, kind of like mylar, which is what space blankets are made of. So, think about this. When they, a combination of something that's highly reflective and highly absorptive, and they spray it in the sky every time there's a solar flare, so something to deflect the sun and absorb it makes more sense than, just poisoning us with a really slow cancerous death. There's already cigarettes, which are highly more carcinogenic than anything else. So you gotta stop being so foolish and believing all these wild, stupid theories, man. Do some basic science and chemistry. It's right there. There's no way aluminum and stuff can make Morgellons disease with this rainbow thread pulling out of your open pus sores. Come on, man. That's all bullshit. Excuse my language.
Of barium found in our sample, we decided to contact the Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality. They told us that yes, these levels are very unusual, but at the same time they added the caveat that proving the source is a whole other matter.
Barium is a hallmark of other chemtrail testing, which even attracted attention from a Los Angeles TV station. There's already no shortage of unclassified weather modification programs by the government.
There you go.
Those who fear chemtrails could be secret biological.
Alright, look, man, go look up this geoengineering stuff. I'm not saying weather control is possible either. Weather modification is definitely possible because they're doing it unintentionally with this stuff, man. It's a highly complex and intricate system, and we need this energy. They're doing it for their own good, and if there's some negative fallout, they don't give a shit crap about you. So just use your own head and use some common sense. It's not that difficult to figure out. If they wanted to poison us, there are highly more effective ways to do it. They could disperse an aerosol poison that'd kill us instantly if that was our goal. Why would they? It's so blatantly obvious when you see chemtrails. Why would they do that? There's so many films and documentaries out there. They want all this disinfo that it causes Morgellons and all that dumb stuff.
And of testing on the public point to the 1977 Senate hearings in particular, which confirmed 239 populated areas had been contaminated with biological agents between 1949 and 1969. Later, the 1994 Rockefeller Report concluded
The what report?
hundreds of thousands of military
Who's our buddy
had been
Rockefeller
contaminated
with?
biological agents between 1949 and 1969. Later, the 1994 Rockefeller Report concluded
Oh,
hundreds of
Illuminati.
thousands of
Wow.
military personnel were also subjected to secret biological experiments over the last 60 years. But could secret testing be underway yet again?
I'd rather it be something inert and benign, something that's, not causing any damage, but I'd like to know what it is.
Listen, he's got the right idea. It is. The only reason they're stopping the solar radiation is to prevent more of these earthquakes and volcanoes. That's pure nuclear energy coming in, people. Come on. And I mean, they're trying to stop it to prevent, 2012 style chaos, perhaps. I mean, we're not going to go into the conspiracy side of that. But it damn sure isn't for your benefit, it's for theirs. And if you suffer the negative consequences of, these weather affected patterns, then who cares? You're worthless trash to them. They don't care. But in order to save themselves they gotta kill a few of you, no problem. They're planning on doing it anyway, so get used to it.
Discovered chemtrails are even mentioned by name.
Now what is this? This looks like maybe the geoengineering stuff. High altitude ultra. There we go with HARP too.
2977, back in 2001, under the Space Preservation Act. But
So these were going on since 9/11, allegedly. That's strange, because 9/11 was when I first, kind of woke up, and then I'm like, I'd rather go party with naked chicks.
military denies anti-sex
Because I was like
program
16, man.
Jeff here, KSLA News 12 reporting.
And it turns out until 9 years ago, the government had the right under U.S. law to conduct secret testing on the American public under specific conditions. Only
That's the stupidest rule I've ever heard.
With some exceptions.
Jeff's report mentioned high levels of barium linked to those alleged chemtrails. We wanted to find out exactly what effects barium has on the body. Well, we spoke with Mark Ryan, the director of the Poison Control Center. Ryan tells KSLA News 12 that short-term exposure can lead to anything from stomach to chest pains. Long-term exposure causes blood pressure problems. Ryan addressed concerns by chemtrail researchers that barium could be meant to wear down a person's immune system.
Anything that causes ill effects in the body long-term, chronic.
Now, that might be a double-edged sword for them. If that wears down your immune system, I don't know that for sure. This is just my opinion. So, anyway, like I said, if barium really does wear down your immune system, that I don't know. I can't verify. I do know it's pretty good at absorbing radiation. But if it does, the Bible talks about all these pestilences, and that'll definitely benefit them, so it's something to keep in mind.
Is going to affect your ability because it's constantly working on the body. So from that aspect, it's a potential.
Ryan says he's conducted research on his own about secret government testing on the public, but he's still a bit skeptical about the alleged chemtrails, at least at the moment, because the Poison Control Center has seen no calls about exposure to barium.
Well, there you go. I'm telling you, if they wanted to poison you, and if they wanted to kill you, they'd do it a lot easier. There's a lot more poisonous aerosol gases that they could spray that'd kill us a lot quicker. Now, the reason they don't come out and plain out say that it's, for solar radiation management, which they actually do in the geoengineering patent, but, they kind of spin it off as a secondary function, because the reason they don't want all this fear because of this solar, we're going through some very bad solar devastation right now. You can deny it all you like, but I've got some very conclusive evidence on my channel, so you can go and check that out if you like. If not, I'm going to keep uploading it every time we have a solar flare or CME, any type of solar activities. When they start spraying these, you ain't going to see them every day. Pretty much almost every day, but not every day. and not heavy like that in all parts of the world. So anyway, I hope this helps. I hope it inspires you to, stop believing everything you see and hear, and do some of your own research, and don't just look at YouTube. Go look up the geoengineering patents. Go look up some chemistry. Go look up the properties of aluminum and barium and see for yourself, man. It makes no sense. Morgellons disease is impossible. How the hell can you eat aluminum and have rainbow-colored threads coming out of sores in your knees? That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard, man. Well, like, besides reptilians. But wait a minute, I just thought of something really dumb. Maybe the reptilians are real, and they're gonna get us all Morgellons with a harp antenna, and then they're gonna call in their draconian buddies from Alpha Centauri and hook up with the Pleiadians to battle the NWO for the population of the Earth.